I'm making this blanket, not for the person, but for Hamster. More like to cover the cage, but still for Hamster. I'm using chunky yarn and 3.5mm hook. I'm making chain 30, and that will be the stitch count all the way. Oh, that was fast. Now extra chain 1, and then in the second from the hook, single crochet, and like that all the way till the end. Now chain 1, turn the work, and in the first loop single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and in the next single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet all the way till the end. And again chain 1, turn your work, in the first space single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, in the space single crochet, and like that repeat and repeat and repeat. I could do all the length in one go, but I prefer smaller parts and then put together. Easier for me. I'm surprised at the end, in a way, to see how it all comes together. As this is going to cover Hamster cage, I had to make some spaces for her to circulate, so I decided to go by squares, one with holes, one without. This whole time I was making just 2 lines, but I need 8 more. Here I have first square done, 10 lines altogether. Next, chain 2, yarn over, turn the work, and in the first space, don't need that at her, in the first space, double crochet. Then chain 1, yarn over, skip 1, and double crochet the next. The same as with single crochets, now it's just with double. And of course forgot yarn over. Reverse, now yarn over and double crochet. Nice little windows for the next square. Here at the end of the row, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, and in the very last one, with no chains, just double crochet, because we need that count of 30, and it makes easier for the next row. Now chain 2, yarn over, turn the work, but this time we're not going in the first, we're going in the second and making double crochet, just to keep the pattern the same. Then chain 1, and where is double crochet, on top of that another double crochet, and like that all the way 10 rows. I knew there had to be one more stitch, but had to count to make sure. I guess I don't trust myself. But knowing me in numbers, I better count again. Guess what? I was right. One more to go. I'm in the middle of the third row, but I need 10 of them. And here we go, all 10. Now in the next row, back to square one. Chain 1, and in the first space single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and in the space single crochet. And like that all the way, again 10 lines. And I'm not saying rows because one line equals 2 rows. Again, a little confusion, but I will get there. This time didn't need to add, got exactly 30. When this square is finished, back to window square, chain 2, yarn over, turn work, and double crochet in the very first stitch, chain 1, skip 1, and double crochet in the next space. I had no idea how big the cage is, never seen it. I didn't know if the blanket would cover or not at all, but I decided to go 7 squares long. I have 3 here, 4 more to go. For the next part, I'm making chain of 30. That was quick. Another extra chain, and then single crochet all the way. The same as the first one. And then chain 2, and we will start with the window square first. Yarn over in the first space, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and double crochet in the next space. And the same as in the previous piece, in the window row, last one is just double crochet. And again, chain 2, yarn over, turn the work, and not in the first but in the second, double crochet. So we will keep the pattern, and 10 rows up. First square done. Next will be single crochet 1, chain 1, turn work in the first space, single crochet, chain 1, and in the space single crochet, and like that 10 lines up. All the rest I think I'll finish off camera. It's just repetitive and long. And voila, 4 pieces, 7 squares long. Now I just have to put them together. I did try crochet them together, but because of the joint line, I decided not to, because the writing comes on the top. So I chose different stitch how to join them, and this time with needle. First is to join corners. I think I have to choose smaller needle. With this needle I probably could be here for weeks trying to get it all together. Finally, smaller needle, more enjoyable. This stitch is not visible at all. That is exactly what I need for this project. For more precise joining, I took these stitch count thingies just to keep both parts in place. Looks like they were never apart. And with the same technique I added 2 more. And now time to work the tails in. I don't know if that was necessary or not, because I'm gonna crochet around the frame anyways, but I don't want to struggle with the little pieces of yarn somewhere in between. Now, before I start to crochet frame, I have to go with single crochet all around the blanket. In the corner will be 3 single crochets. I think I made just 1 here, so whenever I get back I'll make 2 more. and then in every space I made 2 single crochets. And this square, single crochet in each stitch. Here is corner, so I go with 3 single crochets. And the base for the frame is done. And work in the tail. For the frame, I chose seashell pattern. I didn't want to start in a corner, so I just picked some random place. I make a knot so yarn doesn't go anywhere. Then pull yarn through, skip 1 and make 5 double crochets in the same stitch. And to secure seashell, skip 1 and in the next slip stitch. First one done, more to go. All seashells finished and the frame is done. I like the color, I like the frame, I like the pattern, but writing has to come on. For letters, I chose lilac DK yarn, and writing the letters I did with embroidery thread, just a SketchUp. First part of letter A was so much out of frame that I just couldn't use it. So we'll start from here. And the same struggle with every letter. Slowly, but worth it. Hamster owner mentioned to put this saying on some of my masterpieces, so I did it. Blanket turned out pretty nice, and by my surprise, did cover the cage fully. Thanks for watching!